First of all, I've had a look on browsing the internet to see what kind of images. I've looked up Rachel Castle's. I think this one's got some really pretty colours, so I might use that to get some inspiration. So I right click, copy image, Apple tab, back to my Illustrator file, right click on the V tool, and we can paste that in. So using the V tool again, I'm going to shrink it down because it's quite large on my screen. Don't need it to take up the whole page. Just making it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to draw a little rectangle. Back to the V tool, option. So just dragging that, so I've got a few versions of it. Changing the colour so I can see it. So that's all my squares there. Because they didn't have any colour in, I couldn't see them, so I've just chosen the option Y tool so that I can see all my grey boxes. It's quite handy when you're designing patterns. So I'm back to full colour. So selecting that one, using the eyedropper tool, click, which is eye, selecting that colour, back to the apple, selecting that one, eye again, and selecting that lovely colour here, and then just making that a little bit pretty. I think that blue is quite pretty. And then command drag. So we've got that one, eye tool, and I might choose that background because it's lovely. So it's quite pretty, but I think I might choose this lovely lavender colour there. So I've got 4 colours. Again, we're going into the align button. I'm going to align them to the top, and then I'm also going to vertically, align. So align that one. And going to run out of battery. And then we've got the colours. So again, I'm going to do the Apple rulers. I'm going to change my artboard to centimetres and not have the document in pixels. I'm also going to make my workspace into printing and proofing, and I've got all my panels at the side hidden, so if I wanted to bring them out, I could just drag them out and have a look at them and open them up. So I'm going to draw a little spot now. So if I get a little, it's on the rectangle tool, so to change it I have to go into the rectangle, drop it to the ellipse tool, which is L, and then I'm going to hold the shift key so I get a perfect dot, and I might select that, file, object, pattern, make. Okay, so I've got a very even spot there, so we might leave that one, save a copy. Okay, so I've got that one added, so I might, this time I'm going to, so it's 1.4 centimetres, so I'll make it a 3 centimetre height, and I'll make it a 3 centimetre width. And when I click in there, I've got a very even dot, but polka dots are usually on the brick by row. So if I brick by row, I get a very even spot. So I click done, and then maybe I might want to do another one. So again, I've clicking the L button, L letter. So while that's selected, you go into File, Object, Pattern, Make. This time I just make it similar. So I might make that 2 centimetres rather than double. and I'll keep it even too. So then I've got a very even pattern again, and I'll go brick by column this time. And then I'll have another dot. So I might call that one 2 centimeter dot, and click done. And then I click out of that. So then I can click into here, back into my artboard, and here are my spots. So I can click on my dots, spots, click back onto my arrow tool or use your keyboard command, growing that across. And then I've got my purplish coloured one. And then I can move that one for my third one, and that can be my other purple one. Again, using my align tool, I'm going to align them to the top so that they're nice and even. And you've got 3 dots there. I'm just moving them back onto the artboard. Moving this all back onto the artboard, shrinking it down slightly so it fits. So I've got those there. Now if I wanted to do, say I wanted to do a dot, a white dot. So let me select this one here. I'll change the color here. I'll just click on that button and then make sure that I'm having no stroke. And I go Object, Pattern, Make. And you can see that that's added here. I'll just click Done. And then I'll go and click on the white dot. See. So I'm just going to align those back up. You could use the align tool. I'm just using the arrow keypad, and then on the top box that's selected, I've got the dots on top. Now if I go back in, I'm like, actually I wanted a polka dot. You click back into that, click back into the dot, and you can see that I've got it on a grid. So if I wanted to change that to brick by row, I just click in Done, and then I've got the brick by row, quite dense pattern. You can, so that's an easy way of doing that. I might just turn that back into that lovely blue colour. And that's how you can design a spot and get some very cool colours off your palette. Now if you really like these colours, all you have to do is on the V tool, picking the V tool, you just click and drag that and drop it into your palette. So wherever you want it to put, maybe I want to click them nice to close together, keep the dots in one section and the colours in another. And oopsie, sorry, my mouse ran out then. Clicking those colours into your palette, like so. Move this little one back, and that's how you can create some colours and some dots. Now, so I wanted to create a multicoloured dot, holding down the Option key, and I'm going to click into those other colours. So I've got those 4 colours in one. I might just make that one a bit purple. You can also go Object, Pattern, Make, and you've got the 4 because the patterns are in the pattern. You can make a pattern out of the 4 dots.